We're doing canned cocktails again, so whatever funny line I don't have for that. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you. Last week we made our Moscow Mule, which has been sitting here perfectly well preserved for an entire week. We actually filmed multiple of these in a session. It hasn't really been here a week. So I thought this week, as we've done in weeks past, we would go ahead and try some prepared and canned versions. In this case, they're all canned versions of the Moscow Mule to see how they stack up versus the original. So now we have all of our contenders. These have all been pre-chilled. We got pre-chilled glasses, and we have nice, fancy little round ice in there. So you can tell we're being classy. So what I have here is basically 4 Moscow Mules and then one other thing that, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what it is. So we'll just kind of get to this when we get to it. So we're going to start off with our copper can. So this is the same company we did. I believe it was the Margarita. I could be wrong about that. Of theirs, and it was really, really bad. So we'll see if they do better with the Moscow Mule than they did margaritas. We're going to go ahead and pour that one. So again, this is the copper can Moscow Mule. This is 10% alcohol by volume, and it says it has 3 shots per can. I'm going to assume that's vodka. The next one we have is Premixed Drinks Moscow Mule 2.0. It says it has authentic flavor of the 1941 Moscow Mule. Well, I mean, it should, right? Okay, this one, by the way, is 8% alcohol by volume. So these are both a little higher alcohol content than the ones we normally get to. I would say the average for a lot of these is going to be right around 5%, so like a beer basically. Next we have American Mule. That is without an A and with an apostrophe. There is a donkey and a American flag. Sure, why not? So this is from, let's see here, the American Dream, American Mule. I can't say that anymore. That's getting already tough. So this is 7% alcohol by volume. Just gonna pour this one. All right, and our final regular Moscow Mule. This is Monaco. We tried a few of their cocktails before, and they've generally not been too bad. So I kind of have higher hopes for this guy. So we'll pour that one. Again, Monaco Mule. This is 9% alcohol by volume. And finally, this is sort of the odd man out. This is called House Wine Ginger Mule Cocktail, or House Ginger Mule Wine Cocktail. I'm not exactly sure what order you're supposed to be saying these words in. But it says that one can is half a bottle of wine, which is odd because this is supposed to be a ginger mule cocktail. So this is a bit of a puzzle. This one comes out to be, let's see here. I really hide the proof on this one. Where is the proof? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one is 9% alcohol by volume. So again, pretty much in line with the rest of these. And I have no idea what to expect when it comes to this one, so we'll see. All right, we have poured our mules, so I'm going to start off by tasting our original mule that we've made. Just real light, refreshing cocktail. You get that ginger bite there, and you know the lime citrus around the outside. Very simple cocktail. I don't foresee this flavor being particularly difficult to replicate in a cocktail, but we'll see. So we're going to start off with our copper can. This, I believe, is from Iowa. Let's see here. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, so this is also our highest alcohol of all, and this is 10%. Although these are all in the same range, so. This isn't bad. It's kind of, there's very little ginger there. This almost just sort of tastes like a lime soda. It's not bad. It's a little too sweet. It's a little syrupy. There's no bite though. So I think you kind of have to call that one a failure, because one of the most important things about a mule cocktail is that ginger bite. If you don't have the bite, then you don't have a mule, essentially. It doesn't taste bad though. So if you find this on sale somewhere, you know, it'll fill an afternoon or into an evening. All right, so now we're trying our Mule 2.0. I don't know what the name of the company is. It's kind of weird. Our Mule 2.0. Let's see if they did any better. That tastes like absolutely nothing. There is maybe the very, very teensiest of a ginger flavor, and maybe just the ghost of a lime flavor in there. If you're somebody who is really into hard seltzers and you like sort of not too sweet, very little flavor cocktails, you might like this. But there is just... there's virtually nothing there. There's almost no flavor at all. I would have to say that definitely fails at being a mule. You might like it if you like light flavors, but it definitely does not taste anything like a Moscow Mule. All right, now let's see if Murica got the Moscow Mule correct. Murica, I hate that. Anyway, not important. Also, super, super light. I think the flavors... No, actually, I don't want to say that yet. It's kind of strange. The flavors are closer to the Moscow Mule, but they're like just a little bit bad. Like not terrible, but like there's a little bit of like just an off note, basically. I think this, of the three of these so far, maybe tastes the closest to a Moscow Mule, although I still probably wouldn't say it's that close. I guess it tastes like a American Mule, whatever the hell that means. All right, Monaco. Again, we've tried a few of their cocktails, their canned cocktails. They've generally been pretty good. So let's see if they keep the streak alive. Okay, that's definitely the closest. It's still lighter. I think all of these I would recommend for people that like very, very light cocktails. Things where you're not getting a ton of flavor, and it's... I mean, I don't really like that, but you know, a lot of people seem to. This at least tastes like it is in the same family as a Moscow Mule. There is a little bit of ginger. There is a little bit of lime. It's not overpowering by any stretch of the imagination, but it is there. So that's something, I guess. And now we have the original house wine Ginger Mule wine cocktail. I am mystified by that. A ginger mule is not a wine cocktail. So they have done something. Let's see. It just tastes like kind of a weak wine with a little bit of lime in it. It's definitely just a wine. I don't know how they call this a ginger mule. It's not. It's just, if I'm judging this as sort of a light white wine, I might think it's okay. It's a little sweet. It's a little bit sweeter of a wine. It certainly has nothing in common with a Moscow Mule though. So on that, they have certainly failed. I'm gonna go through them one more time real quick and just do a secondary tasting. Sometimes when you do your first, and you've tasted other things, you want to kind of compare and contrast. So let's go back to our copper can. The can is, by the way, not copper. Not important, but I think it should be pointed out. It is just an aluminum can, like every other kind of can. You know, going back to it, I think this maybe is better than I first gave it credit for, because I was sort of judging, again, by an actual Moscow Mule, which is just kind of a vibrant little cocktail. Your ginger bite, your citrus, and we put some mint in there for the nose, and it's just a very alive kind of cocktail. So I think you have to kind of lower your expectations when you're looking at a canned cocktail. When you lower your expectations, I think the Copper can, not copper, is actually not as bad as I thought it was when I first tried it. Our Mule 2.0. This is not. It's still very much nothing on the palate, but it's not too sweet. This one does have a little bit more sweetness in there. It's a little syrupy. I don't know. This has the better flavor, but this has less sweet. Isn't over sweetened. So I guess between these two, it's kind of take your pick. Try our America one more time. I think this is the lightest of all of them. There's very little flavor there, if any flavor at all. All right, we're gonna do our Monaco one last time. I'm gonna actually put a little more there. Yeah, I think that's the best. It actually sort of is right in between these two. It is not as light as this, but it does have decent flavors, but it's also not over sweetened. I think Monaco is definitely the one I would go to out of this selection. Now there are a few others. Cayman Jack, who we tried several weeks ago with the Mojito, has a Moscow Mule. I might do that again at some point. We might do just kind of a catch-up round and try a bunch of the canned cocktails for cocktails that I've already made. But yeah, that's very decent. I don't mind that at all. I don't really think there's any point in trying this one again, but I'll try it one more time. Yep, wine with lime in it. Not a mule cocktail in any way, shape, or form. False advertising. Anyway, on that bombshell, I would definitely go for the Monaco first. If you want something that is just super, super light, I would probably go with the American Mule, American Moscow Mule. It's just confusing to say. But I would have the Monaco. With that, I would like to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a good drink. Have a good day. That's good. You're good. And now that's recorded.